welcome back. This is the part 3 of tips on success and all that. Okay, so I was talking about balancing your life, and I was giving you 10 ways to actually do that, and I think I stopped at the 5th one. So I'm going to start on the 6th, and the 6th one is actually adding value in people's lives without expectations. That is also another way to actually, keep people around you. Most people do things because they want something in return. You should be able to be selfless. You should be able to actually do something for someone without actually expecting anything back at all. So you should add value to someone without expectations. And then the next is don't be a spoiler. Don't be a spoiler. It's actually better to be an arbitrator. And then the next is actually never allow people to dig into your personal life. I think we've actually heard that a lot. Never allow someone to dig into your personal life, like get so deep into your personal life. That can actually really go in a very negative way that you might not even like at all. And then the next is develop least reactive personality. You should be able to develop a least reactive personality. I believe we should know there's a proactive and then there's reactive. Proactive is the one that acts, before, takes cautions and all that before the actual scene happens. Then a reactive person is just usually someone that is just there waiting for someone else to either do it or then now actually trying to take action after the thing has happened. So we should actually develop a least reactive personality. And then we should learn to say no. Learn to say no. Stop being a people pleaser. I've actually been under that kind of category before. I'm usually someone that likes to please people a lot. So we should once in our lives we should really learn to say no. It's okay to say no. I mean, you don't have to please everybody all the time. It's okay to say no sometimes when you feel like you can't actually get that thing done. So you won't actually now disappoint the person later by now saying, oh, sorry, I thought I could do it, but then I just ended up not doing it. You actually could not do it from the beginning. But then anyways, that is under balancing your life. So the next one I have is personality traits. Personality traits, I'm going to be really fast about this. So I'm going to make sure that I end at part 3. So don't fast forward again. Okay, so personality traits, and then a few types of personality traits I have is materialistic personality, self-centered personality, not materialistic personality, and selfless personality. Okay, so I believe the titles already define it by themselves, because materialistic personality is someone that is based on materials and all that, and then basically that is not the kind of person that we should be if we want to succeed in life. And then we also shouldn't be self-centered. That is the self-centered personality, meaning that everything is about you, and then you won't bother to help another person out. You won't bother to reach out to other people. You don't care about any other person. Every other person should just care about you. Obviously we shouldn't have that kind of mindset, because it's the actual very bad mindset. But then we have the non-materialistic personality, a personality that doesn't look at materials, looks at other things like value, people, friendship, anything at all that is just not material, things that can be gotten with money. They have the mentality that money and materials doesn't actually bring you happiness in life, and it actually really does not. I mean, it does to an extent. I mean, if I had a certain amount of money in my account, I'd be really, really happy. But and then anyways, we have the selfless personality. That is the kind of personality I was talking about previously, before, when I said we should actually reach out to people without expecting anything in return. We should learn to be selfless. It's a personality trait in which a person willingly enhances people's lives by fulfilling their needs without expecting anything in return. It is in my observation that who thought about other people's wellness. That is someone that is selfless is actually always worried about other people. They always want to help out. It's actually different from being a people pleaser. You're actually trying to help out without expecting literally anything in return. So we should actually learn to be like that once in our lives. In fact, most of our lives, we should actually learn to be that most of our lives. Okay, so next I have exercise. exercising regularly. I know, right? It's actually kind of a weird tip for success. But then I actually have exercising regularly. And I'm not someone that likes to exercise. I'm actually very lazy at that. But I mean, we can try once in a while. Okay, so exercise actually helps you. It helps your body, it helps your mind, it literally helps your everything about you. Okay, so there are a few things that exercising can actually help. It can actually reduce depression, it can reduce anxiety, it can reduce metabolic system, it can reduce type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and all that. And then relevant benefits is actually that it improves your mood, and then it boosts your energy, it gives you better sleep, it brings discipline into your life, and then it improves your performing activities, and then it enhances your immune system. So there are really, 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 really good reasons to exercise. So we should really, 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 start exercising, jumping, running, cardios, all that. It's really gonna help. I'm still trying to, motivate myself into that because, oh my God, I so do not like to work out. Anyways, the next one that I have is actually sorry, give me a few seconds. I'm trying to okay, I think I've gotten it. Okay, so the next I have is actually, it's like 5 on the one, so I really hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Sometimes I'm just a very blubber. All right, after sorry, if we can just take a quick preview, that is if I can actually remember. So the next I have, sorry, I believe I've said that like 5 times already. Okay, I'm really serious this time. Okay, so I have 5 things you must do. 5 things you must do after exercising. The last one I actually have is the last, not the next. So 5 things you must do. It's actually a habit that you should actually inculcate. So in this part, I would explain at least 5 habits that can actually help you succeed. Okay, so the first is reading autobiographies. I believe we all know what an autobiography is. I mean, something that is written by a particular person. I mean, the actual person is writing about his life. That is an autobiography. And then the next is creating at least one side project, having a hustler mindset. And then the third is following multiple role models. I believe that is also important to help you succeed. And then the next I have is having an aggressive decision making skills, and then keeping track of your progress. Now back to reading autobiographies. It is important to read autobiographies. Why? Because you can learn from other people's lives. You can read about that particular person's life, and you can actually you have the opportunity to learn and actually be better. And what you can actually learn from autobiographies is maybe how to handle crisis. You can find inspiration. You can learn from their mistakes. You can learn new techniques and strategies and all that. And then the next is actually creating one side project, that is having the hustler mindset. And then it will actually be good to, create a side project. It could be a new website, app development, having a blog like me. And then there are really great reasons to do a side project. And part of those reasons can actually be enhancing creativity. It can improve your skill. It can give you much more personal growth. It can help you professionally. It can even open doors for new opportunities. There are lots of reasons why you should have a side project. And then the next is following multiple role models, which is actually also important. A role model is an ideal person who inspires you a lot. So you need to be wise in the selection of a role model. And then the benefits of having a role model is that it brings a sense of direction in your life, source of continuous motivation, opportunity to learn from mistakes, find some hidden skills that are required to succeed in a particular field. So you may have a particular thing you want to do, so you get role models that have already done that thing, so you can actually learn. You can find the hidden skills that is there. And then the next I have is having aggressive decision making skills. And then most time in our lives, whenever we make decisions, have uncertainty in the back of our mind, and when we actually make decisions, we have uncertainty about those decisions that we made, which is actually not good, because when we fear it, then there's a possibility that we may have actually really made the wrong decision, because fear and doubt make our decision power very poor, and as a result, we always make wrong decisions, because we will consult with irrelevant people, and then it will just end up in making a wrong decision. So if we want to improve our decision making skills, we should be able to make our own decisions, start making decisions, always consult relevant people, do not look towards others, and remain faithful. Make sure nobody influences your decisions, especially irrelevant people. Emphasis on that. We really need to get the right people in our lives. And then last but not the least, we have keeping track of our progresses. It is important that we by ourselves keep track of how well we are doing. I actually used to do that a lot. Most times when I go about my day, at the end of the day, maybe in the night, I sit back and I was like, okay, how did today go? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do and what did I not do right? And how can I make tomorrow even better? So I look back at precisely everyone I met, what I said, the things I did. I just really assess my day before actually knowing, okay, this was not right, this was right, and then tomorrow is going to be way better than today. So it is actually good that we keep track of our progress in literally anything and everything that we do. You are the best judge to hear about your own case, because you are the witness of all the circumstances. So you're in the better position to figure out all the flaws in your life. And once you have known those flaws, you can actually make a better strategy to find the solutions. Seriously. And then I have a few recommendations for that. You can start by writing a diary. I actually used to do that one time, emphasis. But then you can actually write a diary, and then you can break down your problems to solve them one by one. Things that you can't do, you just break them down and start solving them one by one. We can actually do that. It would be actually really exciting. And the next is pass a fair judgment about yourself. Pass a fair judgment yourself. Give yourself a break. Don't over downplay yourself. Pass a fair judgment on yourself. And then use your time wisely. Very important. Use your time wisely. And then last but not least, don't overshadow yourself in regards to commitment. You should really, really, really learn to be committed with yourself. It's very important. Learn to be committed with yourself. Sometimes we may actually get tired, actually get lazy, but then, like I said before, strong will actually help you get back on track. Okay. So that is the end of today's podcast. Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. Thank you all so much for listening. I know I do blab a lot, so please just bear with me. And please don't forget to follow, drop your comments, drop your likes. I would really appreciate everything. Yesterday, I noticed something that I didn't really like. The podcast was just really moving faster than actually what I was saying, and I wasn't happy about that. And I really hope today's podcast is not going to be like that. Like I said before, I'm keeping track of my own progress. So please bear with me. Thank you all for listening to Faith Ben Hottins on ITalk. I really appreciate. Thank you all so much. I'll meet you guys tomorrow once again by 5 p.m. And what I'll be talking about tomorrow, I'll just be giving you guys various ways to make money online. There are different kind of ways to make money online, actually. And then if it's in your favor, you can actually start practicing it. So that's what I'll be talking about tomorrow. Various ways to make money online. So thank you very much. God bless you. Bye-bye. Don't forget, you're online with your girl, Faith Ben, on iTalk. Bye. When we call you